Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Monday of week 7. I want to show you this week's lesson is a little bit different than we've been doing. I know last week was really heavy with missions, and I want to explain to you guys that usually missions take about 3 weeks to do, and we crammed pretty much everything we could do into 1 week. So I know it was a lot, but I'm really proud of you guys for taking on such a big task. So this week we're going to look at the gold rush, and again, this is kind of something that takes a lot of time, but we are going to complete it in 1 week. With that being said, I tried to look at your comments and the things that you guys said. I ask you guys every day or every week about how you feel about your lessons, and I do that because I want to be able to do lessons that I feel will be good for you. So the fact that you guys tell me how you feel about them helps me change them up to make them the best we can. This week, I think it's going to be a little easier. I think it's a little bit more user friendly, a lot less content, but a lot of good information, if that makes sense. But the only one thing it is a little different is the way the slide deck works. So I am going to go over that with you guys. So as you can see, you guys can't see this on your screen right now because they're scheduled for 5 in the morning, but I'm going to go ahead and click on it and show you what your view is going to look like. So you'll notice that this is open first and this is open second. You need to go in first and see what you're supposed to be doing for the day because this right here is going to be set for the whole week. So basically you're going to be looking at the same slide deck all week. These are called slide decks. This is slide deck 1 and slide deck 2. Okay, so first I need you to make sure you click on open first week 7. Okay, please do that because if not, you're not going to know what to do. So you're going to open that up. And when you get in, it's going to look the same as usual. It's going to tell you here. It's very important you watch this video so that you know how it works. And today will be longer than normal for our agenda slide only because we are going to walk through the Gold Rush slide deck. So you'll notice right here it tells you today we will be exploring a golden discovery on the Gold Rush slide deck. You must click on the slide deck in the assignment portion of today's lesson. So we're actually going to go back to Google Classroom, and now we're going to click on that Gold Rush slide deck to complete our lesson. We're only going to be focusing on a golden discovery. When we open it up, you're going to see what I mean because there's multiple parts to this lesson. When you're done with your Gold Rush slide deck, you're going to come back and you are going to complete this slide. Who, what, where, when, why, how, and some fun facts that you learned. Okay, remember, if you're anything like me, this is really hard to read. So you might want to zoom it in so you can see better and move it around. Okay, but if you don't need to, you don't have to. You're going to click here to enter your text. If you delete a text box, bam, it's gone. What do I do? Hopefully you guys remember that you have to go up here to the arrow, the backwards arrow, and it will put it back. Okay, whatever. This is the undo button. It's almost like your eraser or your go back in time button. So you want to do that. Okay, these boxes will probably easily delete. So make sure you go to your undo button to get them back. And you need to turn it in completed. Do not turn in blank slides. If you turn in blank slides, I'm going to have conferences because too many of you guys are turning in blank slides and there's no excuse for that. So we need to work on that. All right, and then when you're done with this slide, you are going to go down to your lesson check-in, and this is just for you to tell me what you thought about today's lesson, how you feel it worked, how it went, if it was easy or if it was hard. This is our last week of doing stuff that is not benchmark. Next week, we will be going back to benchmark and focusing on volcanoes. So this is our last week of kind of an off topic. All right, so now I know what my job is today. And my job is to go in and to look at a golden discovery. So I'm going to go back to Google Classroom. Now I can click on my second slide deck. When you open this, there's a very important step that you need to do. And that you need to go up here to where it says present, and you need to click on it. If you just click through the slides, it's not going to make sense. Okay, because this is actually this is kind of like you click on different pieces and it bounces around from slide to slide. So do not go through slide by slide. Do not do that. Okay? You must click present. When you click present, it's going to look just like this. It's going to tell you things. Click here to get started. When you get here, this is going to be your menu. Okay, these are the different things we're going to look at all week long. I'm hoping that this is a fun way of learning versus just looking at a bunch of words and text. Okay, you'll notice down here there's an arrow. It says click on this arrow anywhere you see it in the link and think guide to return to the beginning of each category. Over here, there's the gold bars, and I'm trying not to go too far down because it keeps giving me that thing. It says click on the gold icon anywhere you see it in the link and think guide to return to the home page. So that's to here. Okay. So today we are just focusing on a golden discovery. You also may want to look at fascinating facts or even some gold rush, true or false if you'd like. But we are going to be looking at different pieces Monday. So this one's Monday, then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I believe is how it goes. Okay, so these two are kind of like bonus. You can click on them. So today we're looking at a golden discovery. You're going to click on it. Now, it says here, click on John Sutter or James Marshall's picture below to learn more about them. So you're going to read here, and when you're done, you can click here, and that's going to take you to John Sutter. It's going to tell you all about him. Now, does anybody remember what we do next? Hopefully you said click the backwards arrow. That's going to take you back to the original slide you were on so that you can go look at James Marshall. Okay, you're going to click back when you're done. It shows you his home. There's real pictures. It's really, really fun. So then, now that you've completed, oh, click here to learn more about why it's so valuable. And then these are fun facts. Gold can conduct electricity. Throughout history, gold has been used as money. You can click on those different things. Okay? Or I'm sorry, read different things. Click on the gold bars, and this is going to take you back to the home page. All right, so once you've completed looking at everything in this, and you've clicked all around, and you've found all the clickable pieces, then you are done with today's assignment for the reading part. Now you might want to leave this open, and to get out of here, you're going to click exit. And you might want to leave this one open and click between the two because now you're going to have to go in and you're going to have to answer these questions. Who was involved in this discovery? Well, you're going to go back here, click on present again. Let's go look here. Who was involved in this discovery? Well, here's John Sutter, here's James Marshall. Okay, so those are the names of the people you're going to write on that little square. So if I go here, I'm going to click here, and then I'm going to write their names. John Marshall, I believe. Let me go back here and make sure. John Marshall. No, James Marshall, my bad. And John Sutter. So James. Okay, boys and girls, also please remember proper nouns are names of things and people. Please make sure their names are capital. Okay, so that would be my answer for that one. What? What was discovered? I think we were talking about gold, correct? So you want to go through and look, answer all of these questions. Once you have completed all of this, including your check-in, then you're going to turn it in. And that is all for today. So I know this was a little bit long in talking about what we were doing today, but I hope that that helps you navigate the slide deck. Remember, the slide decks are these things right here. Okay, so this slide deck is called Week 7, Day 1. This slide deck is called Student Gold Rush slide deck. Okay, so there's two different slide decks. Okay, if you have any questions, I'm going to go through this. I'm going to read it. We're going to talk about it today at 1 o'clock. So if you want to join me, everybody is welcome always. Doesn't matter who your homeroom teacher is. Please come visit at 1 o'clock and we will go over this. Have a great day of learning.